Greetings, good people. Thanks for clicking on the video. Welcome back if you are a returning royal family member. And if you are new here, welcome. Girl, there's a whole lot going on, okay? Ray J, as usual, he's on the lineup today. As usual, Ray J is setting the internet on fire. We are going to get into what he is now accusing Diddy of doing to him. Do you believe him? We'll get into that. Funkmaster Flex, Lord. So he's going at it with Kimora Lee Simmons. I know, right? That's just an unusual matchup. Well, he made some comments about Kimora Lee Simmons, made some accusations. He misspoke. Kimora Lee Simmons is clapping back, and so is another rapper who was falsely accused by Funkmaster Flex. We're going to get into that. And then we have Matthew Knowles. Matthew Knowles wants to get his just due. He feels that he does not get enough credit. And I agree with him. We're going to get into that as well. As you are coming in, please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. Be sure to drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. All right. So let's first get into this Matthew Knowles tea. So he sat down for an interview on a podcast, and he says that he doesn't receive credit for managing Beyonce and Destiny's Child because he's black. He says, if I was a white manager, I would be considered the #1 manager ever. All right. Y'all want to hear what Uncle Matthew got to say? Like to hear it? Here you go.
It's a #1 female artist of the decade from 2000 to 2009. Don't take my word. Just go research it. Guess who was the #1 female group in the world?
Destiny's Child.
Destiny's Child.
The name you own.
But the other part of that, if I was a white manager,
you'd be
I would
considered.
be considered the #1 manager ever. So I never get that respect that's deserved.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm
Because you're her
black.
father?
Because he's black.
Or is it because you're her daddy too? You're black and
What
her
about
father.
all the other fathers?
I don't think it's
They
that.
don't give a lot of fathers credit, bro, for what they've done.
Jessica Simpson's father. They give him credit?
I said for a father and being black. Because even if you look at Brandy's mother, like, we all know that she was the beast.
Excuse me, sir. You gonna put some respect on Miss Sonia's name. Miss Sonia, not Brandy's mother, Miss Sonia. Notice how they left Ray J out? Child.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They never
Well,
talk
even
about her.
Usher's mother.
Usher's mother.
They never.
Exactly.
These people are
These women have
legacy
names.
acts, and their parents been their managers. So what would not make them a good manager?
Britney Spears, Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. Manager was black.
Jay Wright, yes.
I didn't know.
Yeah, Jay Wright is black.
He
yes.
don't
I know.
get credit.
He don't. Yeah, that's true.
So it's black first.
He don't. Yeah, it's black first then.
Because he's black
He
first
definitely
and
don't
he's a
get
black
credit.
man.
And they talk about Scooter Braun.
But you know what they
all
always
the time.
Scooter Bro? But just anytime it's a
All right, we get the gist of this. I agree with Matthew. And I agree with the two gentlemen. This is Bag Fuel, right? I think that's the name of the podcast. I like the other guy, not him, the other one. I don't dislike him. I'm just saying I like the other guy better. Anyway, I agree. I have been saying for many, many years that Matthew Knowles is definitely one of the best managers in the game. Unfortunately, because there was so much scandal surrounding Destiny's Child and Matthew Knowles in original Destiny Child days, I think the negativity supersedes his merit, right? Not to me, but to mainstream. I do agree. And we're gonna put some respect on Miss Sonia's name. I do agree that Miss Sonia Norwood does not get the credit that she deserves, like other people who claim to be managers and of their children. The first momager was, in my generation anyway, was Sonia Norwood. And I do think it has to do with the hue of their skin. Look at Venus and Serena's father. That man, they wanted to vilified that man because he didn't tolerate the media's BS when it came to his daughters. Rightfully so. He protected them. And his name was wrapped up in scandal, and that's all they seem to talk about. So sometimes it seems like when there is a involved hands-on black male figure in a child's life, especially a black woman's life, the mainstream media seems to not, kind of put them on the back burner or try to separate them from the talent. funny. I just thought this just came to my memory. Lotto's father. Where the heck is Lotto's father? We don't see him. He was very, very hands-on in the early part of her career, right? He was her manager, wasn't he? This just dawned on me. Where the heck I haven't seen Lotto's father in a minute. I don't follow Lotto on social media, so I don't know if she posts him or not. But where the heck he at? You see how they moved him out the way? Anyway, let me know what you think. Do you think that Matthew Knowles should get his flowers? I do. I absolutely positively do. Beyonce and Destiny's Child came up in a very, competitive time. And he's right. The manager for the Backstreet Boys, remember Lou Pearlman? He was working with the Backstreet Boys and O-Town. He was on the first Making the Band. Season 1 was with Lou Pearlman. He's dead now. And there were some wild allegations against him. He's a weirdo. But he got recognized. He got recognition. So I feel Matthew Knowles. I feel where he's coming from. But you know what? You know what you contributed, Mr. Knowles. So you don't need mainstream media to say it. Those of us who are Destiny Child fans and who are, fans of Beyonce, people who are fans of Beyonce, they respect you and they give you your flowers. So, but I hear him. It's nice to be recognized, All right. I don't know speaking of Sonia Norwood, I don't know what's going on with Willie Ray Norwood Sr. and Sonia Norwood's son, but this whole social media thing, Ray J needs a timeout. He needs a total timeout. So Ray J is going around, he was on social media, and his girlfriend recorded him saying that Diddy took his buns. Okay, so he went on this rant and basically said that he hasn't been able to move his bowels the same since Diddy took his buns, all right? So there's video footage that surfaced showing the singer going on a late night rant while outside with his entourage, okay? So the crowd was laughing. Ray J said when he tries to pass gas, stool comes out. Just listen. Lord, y'all need to Willie Ray Sr. and Miss Sonia, come get your son. Poor Brandy.
Been open more than this been ever in my life.
Should I say I have to take
everybody here, bro? Everybody. You got one?
But girls don't do that.
My shit running. Diddy took my ass. My shit, you can't hold it no more. My shit been running ever since. My asshole been open more than this been ever in my life, man. My asshole been open more than this been ever in my life.
Should I say I have to take
everybody here, bro?
Now, do I think that Ray J is telling the truth? No. I think Ray J is doing all of this for clickbait. I don't know, but it seems to me that Ray J is a slave to social media. He was banned from Twitch because of the incident that occurred between him and Princess Love. But I think Ray J is like I said, he's a slave to social media. This is how he makes his money. The more clicks and views he gets, the more money he gets, the more endorsements he gets, the more, he shows up and remains in the algorithm. I kind of feel sorry for him. I know a lot of people are tired of Ray J's antics, and I'm sure Brandy is too. But I think that he is partnered with whatever social media app or just social media as a whole to continue to pump out this questionable, deranged, inappropriate, shocking, content and behavior. He has to produce this type of behavior to stay afloat financially. Now, is it possible that he could have been tampered with down bottom? Of course it's possible, right? But I don't think that he is telling the truth. I think he's doing this for attention. And it's like, what won't you do at this point, Ray J? You were just defending Diddy, saying that he shouldn't be in jail, and you were pro Diddy. And now you're saying something completely opposite of what you said before. Imagine being a slave to social media. Like, you have to act like a buffoon. You have to act like an idiot in order to make money. I think that's exactly the position that Ray J is in. And I think that the powers that be that control Ray J are letting him know, if you want to continue to see the light of day, this is just an assumption, you better keep on with the tap dancing and the buffoonery. What a sad life to live, right? I'm not buying this. He's gonna go on somebody's platform because people are talking about it, right? He's trending in the algorithm. He's gonna sit on someone's podcast and they're gonna ask him about this, and he's gonna make up a whole bunch of sentences that make no sense and just jumble up a whole bunch of words and act foolish. And yeah, that's pretty much Ray J. Wash, rinse, repeat. All right. Good luck, Ray J. Moving along. Kimora Lee Simmons, okay? She hasn't been in the news for a while. For those of you who are not aware, Kimora Lee Simmons is back in reality TV land, right? So she had a show years ago, Life in the Fab Lane, when her two girls, her first two children with that she had with Russell Simmons, Aoki and Ming, they were young. They were very, very young. Now the show is back on E, okay? Back in the Fab Lane. So she's doing a lot of press, and her name is circulating. She recently slammed her ex, Russell Simmons, over claims that she's keeping their adult children away from him, okay? Now, Russell, how? Ming and Aoki are 25 and 23 years old. How the heck is Kimora Lee at this point keeping the girls away from you? In the show, I think the first two episodes, they talked about how Aoki spent a lot of time over in Bali. Last I checked, Russell Simmons was over there in Bali. So she was spending time with you, right? I can only assume. Anyway, so she pretty much said that she ain't keeping nobody from nobody. You know, they're grown. So Russell Simmons, he had a lot to say. They are not in the best place right now. He admitted, Russell Simmons, that he gave Kimora $50,000 a month for 20 years, right? He said that he was her best and only friend. He's the godmother to her other three kids. And then one day he's accusing her of stealing his stock because she says she owns Celsius, the energy drink. I don't know if they own shares in Celsius, but Russell Simmons is accusing Kimora Lee of stealing her stock and using that money to allegedly bail her last husband, the white guy, out of some financial mess that he got himself into. He is in jail right now as we speak, okay? Doubling down, Kimora, she says, you know these are lies. Why are you typing from thousands of miles away in a non-extradition country? Go negotiate and answer your accusers. So you guys know that he is currently living in Bali, and it's alleged that he is dodging charges that he could possibly face because people have accused him of SA, and he left the United States to avoid being charged, okay? Yikes. So yeah, they ain't talking. And Kimora says she don't talk to any of her exes. So Russell was her first husband. Jiman, is that how you say his name? Jiman Hansu, the actor. It was her second husband. And then the white guy, can't remember his name, that was her third husband. All right. So yeah, they're going at it. I mean, this is good promotion for her show. Her show is behind a paywall. Is it on Hulu? It's behind a paywall. So I saw clips circulating online. I'm not paying to watch Back in the Fab Lane. The first episode is free on the E channel on YouTube if you guys care. But good for her. So she's doing what she has to do. All right. Still speaking of Kimora. Now it's Kimora versus Funk Master Flex, okay? Funk Master Flex is very problematic and has been for the last several years, okay? In my opinion, he is extremely annoying at times, okay? Having grown up listening to the likes of Funk Master Flex or everybody that was on Hot 97, me being from the tri-state area, Funk Master Flex and his bombs have gotten on every nerve I think that I had during my teenage years, my young adult years, and he's still annoying till this day, okay? So Funk Master Flex is the interim host for the morning show on Hot 97 because recently Ebro, Rosenberg, and Laura, they were fired. So they're no longer on the morning show on Hot 97, okay? So Funk Master Flex and others are standing in until, I guess, Hot 97 figures out what they're going to do. Anyway, so Funk Master Flex spoke on Kimora. He commented on Kimora this morning because they were reporting on Kimora Lee Simmons, and Funk Flex basically said that Kimora Lee Simmons is a bird. He accused her of sleeping with the baby. Okay, the baby had to get online and say That's not true. He hopes Flex clears this up because how his name get in it. Then Flex, old head self, said that he didn't mean the baby, the rapper. He meant Birdman from Cash Money. Okay. So Kimora was once rumored to have had a secret relationship with the Cash Money Records head honcho. First of all, Birdman's name has been circulating a lot too. He married to Tony Braxton. He allegedly slept with Tamar. Allegedly, he was dating Tamar first. Now, Flex is accusing him of sleeping with Kimora. Funk Flex took over Hot 97's Monday mornings in place of the fired Ebro and told the entire planet via MediaCo Holdings Airways that Kimora Lee Simmons once got her back blown out by rapper DaBaby. Okay. I don't know if I could play this because it has music playing in the background. But let's go for it.
Kimora Lee Simmons. Russell's all white, right? Back to the family, but back to the family. And the baby was beating that. Go ahead. Finish the story. Say word. Finish the story. That is not nice. Now, what does she need?
So he said the baby was beating that. Finish the story. Again, they were talking about her reality show. Because she's doing promo for her show and all that good stuff. So the wild claims came during the on-air report discussing the recent volcanic eruption between Kimora and her ex-husband, Russell Simmons. Flex labeled Kimora a bird, as in the kind that don't fly straight, and went on to claim that she used to let the baby slip and slide inside her once upon a time. Who be writing these articles? All right. So Kimora Lee Simmons is clapping back. She wrote, LOL, what? You're being sassy AF, Flex, respectfully. I never met the baby in my life, but you on the other hand, and she put a whole bunch of corn emojis. Yes, Flex has been accused of being corny, and I have to say that I agree. So let's get into what the baby had to say. He was clearing the air. Like to hear it? Here you go. Oh, darn it.
Hey, I just seen my face and my name attached to some
No, y'all playing music. Anyway, the baby denied Flex's claim on video, in a video PSA where he told Hot 97 vet that he was not only severely disappointed in him for lying like that, he was eager to hear how Flex was going to clean up this mess. I agree. All right. First of all, you got my name wrapped up in something and you spilling tea and you don't even have the right people. This is what you get for being messy and annoying. So yeah, that's pretty much that on that. Yeah, I am curious to hear how Flex is going to clear this up. You know, let me tell you what I think. I think nowadays, see, Hot 97 is all over the place. They just fired all of the three morning show hosts, and their ratings are not good, right? So I wonder if Flex is doing this to create like controversy. Because now I wonder, are people going to tune in tomorrow morning to Hot 97 to see if Flex is going to say anything or clear this up? Ugh. Weird, weird, weird. So even if she did sleep with Birdman, right? Baby Birdman from Cash Money, so what? She's a grown woman. He's a grown man. If they decided to have a little rendezvous, that's their business. How is she a bird? Some of these some of these males really don't have anything better to do. But Flex is being Flex. He's corny. He always has been, and he always will be. All right, y'all. So that's all I got. Ain't got no more. All right. I will be back. Make sure your notifications are on if they already aren't. All right. So I am signing off. And until next time, I will talk to you later.